Welcome to the Flat Track Factory. Friend of the channel, Dale. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Be a bunch of videos coming out here in a series, and this one is going to be, I think, one of my favorites. Dale, tell the story about how we got to be buddies.
Who said we're buddies? Let's start there.
I stand corrected.
I'm just doing the videos.
I haven't even paid you yet.
$1.10 a week you make. Yeah. I should at least
no,
get 10.
A day. Come on, give me credit.
Yeah. So, actually, the story's pretty simple, and to me, it's kind of cool. Which is, if anybody knows me, I have a pretty decent-sized ego. But my ego is based on not I show up and I want people clamoring all over me and, oh, wow, Gil Quarterley's here.
My ego is quite large, too, in fair, to be honest.
But my ego is based on, I want to run up front. I don't care who's here. I don't care what's going on. I want to run up front. And I think I have the ability to do that. But I also have the ability to know, I don't know everything. And to get myself there at a rapid rate, I need help, right? So I go out and practice just so I have some idea of what I'm even looking for. So I go and practice, and I'm on my 450 Kawasaki, and it's built to the hilt. You know, I overspent on everything, never been before, but if I'm doing it, I'm all in, right? So I go out, ride a couple of sessions, and I'm completely out of control. And I'm out of control to the point I can't even reason through it myself. What am I really doing? Because I'm doing 52,000 things in a lap. I cannot hone in on what I'm really doing. So I'm smart enough to know, hey, I got to go find the best or the number one or whoever will talk to me in that category, flat track guy, to get him to help me. So I walk over and talk to Mike Dillon. His factory is on purpose, right? He thinks he's a factory rider. So I go talk to Mike on purpose, and when I go over to him, I'm like, I introduce myself, and he kind of gives me that blank look, because he's cool too, right? There's no way he's going to give me the satisfaction of, oh yeah, you're Dale Quarterley. So he gives me that blank look, and so I have to ask, do you know who I am? He's like, oh yeah, I know who you are. I'm like, okay, then let's make this really quick. I need help flat tracking, and I'm asking you for help flat tracking. And for that, I'm going to give you back nothing other than the satisfaction of watching me progress at a rapid rate. I'm giving you back nothing, but I need help. And on top of that, it's going to be really easy for you. I don't want you to sugarcoat shit. If you want to say it, you need to friggin' say it. If I absolutely, in these words, suck, you need to say it. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear exactly what I'm doing and exactly how to fix it. And I want to have it fixed in 3 friggin' sessions, or I'm going to be pissed. I'm telling you right now. Do not sugarcoat it. And he says, okay, well, if you want my opinion, you should put it back in the truck and go home. And I just chuckled and said, that's exactly what I want to hear. He says, but since I know you're not going to go home, that you're that bad at the moment, then these are the 3 things we're going to do right off the bat. And the first thing was,
I wadded up a big wad of red shop rags and duct taped it to his seat because he was riding with his knees out and on the rear fender.
Road racing, and I'm trying to sit back to give myself room to function.
So the front of the motorcycle won't work. Right. So, and I knew that we didn't have time. We had to get him to move forward
and stay there.
Now, yes, you should move to the rear on the exit, but we only could do 3 things, and we had 3 sessions. So,
right, that was the first thing. The second thing was trying to explain. Again, I'm road racing, and I'm trying to, knee out, weight on the peg, load the bars, look into the turn, find my spot, get it there. That stuff I was doing. What he's trying to explain is, you're trying to get the motorcycle on the front end. And you're trying to get the motorcycle to pivot around the front tire and your crotch area. That the motorcycle should be driven around that area. So you're sitting in the middle of it. So when it gets sideways, you just lean back a little. And when it comes back, you just pull yourself back in the center of it. And if you get on the straightaway and you want some rear traction, then actually lean back. Because I have the rag on the seat, you can't slide back, right?
Slouch works.
He went through it all pretty quick. So anyways, we go back out, and I go from, there's probably 18 guys there that night. I'm running the amateur class. 18 guys there that night, and I'm probably 16th in practice because I'm just overriding the ever-living.
Did you crash in
crap out of
practice?
us.
You crashed
No,
that.
I crashed in the heat.
Oh, okay.
So
On the straightaway.
we go out in the main, and I'm freaking get a killer start. I think I was third. I get by second. Things are going halfway decent. I'm still out of control. Trust me, I'm still out of control. But I'm coming off the turn, and I got the thing sideways. And I distinctly remember him saying, "Just stay after it and just start leaning back, and it'll hook up. It'll finally hook back up and come back up underneath you." So I'm freaking full tilt, got the thing, spin it out, slide down the pavement. I can feel my ass cheek getting hot, so I roll on my other side, burned a hole in my ass, get down, finally stop, sit there for a second, nobody's coming. I get up, pick the motorcycle up, I look back up, and I'm like, holy shit. And I'm 90 degrees to the racetrack, standing behind my motorcycle, and this guy's coming, and he never saw the flag. He's so focused on what he's doing, he never saw the caution flags. And he's full tilt, and he's aimed right at me, and I know he's not going to turn. But I don't know if he's going to try and go up or down, but either one he's not going to make. So I'm just standing there, and at the last second, he finally realized what's going on, and he goes to go down, and when he does it, I know he's not doing that. I freaking throw the motorcycle at him, and I jump out of the way. And he gets all wetted up in the motorcycle. When I stand up to turn around, his head is stuck between the forks and the front frame on the ground. The motorcycle's got him, like, forked into the ground. And I run up and pick the rear wheel up, and he crawls out and set the thing back down. And it was a fiasco. But our point is, we were willing to ask for help. I didn't want it sugar-coated. Just tell me what I'm doing, and I'll do the best at doing it. And when I come back in, I don't want it sugar-coated then either. If I did it wrong, tell me. If I did it right, tell me. Let's move forward. That's our point of the video, right?
I think that's why we have so much fun together is we're both terribly allergic to bullshit.
It doesn't help, right? It's wasted information. It just contaminates everything you're trying to do. And an example would be, you go out and you ride, and you come in, and your buddy that's with you, because he's your buddy, says, "Man, that was pretty good. You rode pretty good." Well, I was fifth. What did I need to do to catch him? I don't know, but you were riding pretty good. Like, okay, that whole scenario is, you just wasted 7 minutes of my life. That's how I look at it, right? I couldn't have been pretty good. I just finished 7th or 5th or 4th. I didn't win. I couldn't have been pretty good, right? Yeah. It's just 7 minutes you wasted of my life. I'd way prefer you tell me, "Dude, you were freaking terrible. I didn't know what you thought you were doing, but you certainly weren't flat track racing. That we need to go get this guy over here. I watched this guy run the heat before, and that guy's unbelievable. We need to go get that to help." Well, I don't want to ask him. He's busy. He's something. I'm like, bull. That if there's a guy, and if someone counters this, you tell him to call me. I'll give you my number. Text me, email me, and I'll call the freaking guy. If there's a guy at the racetrack that's good, and he is not willing to help you guys, I'm not saying he needs to help you 20 times, but if he's not willing to help you once, you have that ass call me, and I'll friggin' ream him to death. That every person at the racetrack wants new people to come and race.
Yes.
He wants you guys to grow. Don't be afraid to go talk to other people. Now, on that note, don't talk to the guy next to you. He doesn't know any more than you. He didn't even know how to get to the racetrack. If it wasn't for GPS, he'd still be lost in the mid-country road someplace, right? You got to find the right guy. Right? I'm losing my voice because I'm so adamant about it.
That's
right?
exciting. Hey guys, well, that's a story on how we met, and it probably actually was more aggressive with more foul language than that. Tone it down a little bit for YouTube. Thanks for watching.
Got to stay online.
Yeah.